bump. Good. Good evening, winners. Sorry about the long delay and silence there. Make sure that you guys can all hear me. Yes. Welcome, guys. We are, this lovely evening, we are going to be checking out the Scarlet Nexus. We're going to learn how to talk, but we're going to be checking out the Scarlet Nexus demo. I'm going to learn how to say this by the end of the day. Hopefully, okay, good. It just came out. It's a new character action game by Bandai Namco. I've had my eye on it. I haven't talked about it as much, simply because they've been kind of hush-hush on like how the game plays through. I have played the demo already once. I did play through, here's the male character, because when you read his description, it's, actually, hang on here. He comes from a great family who are descendants of the founding father, cheerful and optimistic. He's a young boy with unwavering and kind heart. And, yeah, it's just kind of like me, except for the fact that, you know, I don't come from, like, some great lineage. However, Kasane, scouted by the OSF, she was an elite cadet at the academy, always at the top of her class, cool, rational, and different to others. The only person she's opened up to is her adoptive sister. She's extremely loyal to her, and she will do anything for her sister. She fights at range with a combination of range, multi-blade attacks, and psychokinesis abilities, and I believe he actually does close range. With quick sword attacks. So I played as him for the initial part of the character action, but no, we're going to now check it out as Kasane, because I'm here for a side A and B story with this one. I thought it was going to be a little more customizing of the character here, but if it's going to be like a character action game, nah, just totally here for this. I'm also sitting here drinking my boss coffee, my anniversary present. From Mrs. Play. She got me the boss coffee. I absolutely love the I love the boss coffee that is the cafe au lait. It's delicious. But yeah, so far it's pretty straightforward character action. I only have the one jump right now. I will later on have a double jump. Bam, it was a success, and we're gonna keep moving through this. Oh. I was actually worried the first time I went through this. I was playing through this area here, and there was a little bit of like coming up this spot. Like if you didn't hit it right, like if you notice she kind of glides there for a second, and floated when I hit some of like the collision. I know it's still an early part of the build, and I was like, but once I got into it, like the game opened right up. I get this awesome like psychokinetic ability, so I can sit here and do this. Oh my god, we have a, oh god, what's it called? An option system? If you guys aren't familiar, like, Gradius had the options. And, it would spin around, or it would give you like more powers and more weapons that you could choose when you were doing those. But they're like funnels. If you guys played some Gundam here, like I'm gonna have some funnel abilities. Ooh, let me actually change something real quick. I think I can do that in here. I had it in Japanese. But I don't think I can change that now, which is just a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll play the game like in Japanese with the English settings, but I was playing through as the Japanese voice actor or voice actors. Okay, so he's got multiple knives. Okay. Alright, so these actually work just like when I've been playing with the chakrams when we were playing in Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. It's kind of got that similar movement style where you get to see the rotation of them going out and in as you like throw them away, and then you do more and they make more complex attacks. So I'm very excited for that. That's gonna be a fun feature. All right, so we can lock on, we can switch target, which was a little odd to me, but okay. So we have a kick. That's a very floaty kick. I was actually stuck here for a moment. That's why I was like, I'm gonna just do a brief kind of playthrough with this, so it's not a complete embarrassment when I'm going through and trying to stream it. The first time I was sitting here and was like, and I was jumping. I was like, well, I'm jumping. I'm slashing. I'm doing the jumping slashing thing. And they sat there with no health, like magic pixeled me the entire time. And I was like, I don't know what to do with this. Okay, you know what they actually kind of remind me on? Like, they do look like funnels. I know they're supposed to be of blades. They look like Robin's, like, Robin wings. I don't know if you guys have ever played yourself or watched some, like, Teen Titans when he pulls out they're batarangs, but they're his version of them. They look like Robin's, like, Robin wings. Oh, does that give me a... Okay, hold on, let's try this. Smack into you. They're batarangs, but they're his version of them. Boom. And it's got some things that you can do here when it really comes into the combat. When I was messing with it here, there were some really awesome combos that I could get, and I could like smack into the person, pulling up like just different rushes to get into him. Oh, sorry, I did not see you there. The one thing I think I've actually been like super missing when it comes to playing this game was the fact that it was when I'm doing the attacks, it doesn't have a lot for you, so it feels very rudimentary in this this earlier part of the build. Like, this is also just the literal training for it. So this is me like going like, oh, how do I play this game? What are the controls? When it comes to playing this here, I do like the fact that she looks like she has like a dodge ability with her like special move there. When it came to playing as the other character, it was very, very simple in the movement that it gave me. So I came up, but his animation when he starts like swinging the sword, and he actually pulls the sword out and does like a complete flip with it. And he'll start like swinging it using the telekinesis. The combat system for it, I was very confused. Like, my initial watch through of it, like I've watched the trailers and how it was like, oh, now you're using fire, and I was like, how does this work? And the way the HUD was laid out, it doesn't give a lot away, which I was actually really excited for. That's to me something that's really fantastic when the HUD doesn't tell you, hey, here's how this game plays. But it does feel very, very familiar to what I'm used to. The way the HUD was laid out, it doesn't give a lot away, which I was actually really excited for.
Oh, wait.
Huh. It's really fantastic when the HUD doesn't tell you, hey, here's how this game plays. But it does feel very, very
So, fun fact, when you play through this game as the male character, these are all completely different different characters. Like they're the same. All of the dialogue is the exact same, but the character designs are different. So this is me seeing this for the first time here, and guy with glasses, Shiden looks crappy. Not like actually designed. Like I'm like, oh, you're either gonna be like a reluctant good guy and I'm gonna hate you, or you're gonna be a bad guy and be like, oh yeah, see this is exactly what we knew was gonna happen here.
Not like actually designed. Like I'm like, oh, you're either gonna be like a reluctant.
Look how cool you look. She does have a great design.
A bad guy and be like, oh yeah, see this is exactly what we knew was gonna happen. Yeah. How cool you look. She does have a great design.
Yeah, you're like gonna be a really shitty person later on. Enemies right now are called the Others. I'm wondering if that's gonna change at all, or if it's gonna be something along. If it's gonna be something along the lines of, no, we don't want to give away their names yet. This is also a completely different entrance than it was when I played through this the first time. I went through a completely different construction site. So this makes me think there are gonna be like two sides of this story, or maybe it was something I wasn't quite paying attention to. But I'm very excited. Let's see where this goes. Let's go up the steps. There are some points of this where the movement feels very, I'm gonna say, free. And when I say free, like it doesn't have like friction. Like when you go upstairs, like it feels like you kind of like skate along. It's not bad. It's just one of those things like I've noticed. Now this is on the PlayStation 5. I know it's coming out first on the Xbox One and the Series X. But I have the PlayStation 5, so this is what we're gonna be doing.
It's not bad. It's one of those things like I've noticed. Now this is on the PlayStation 5. Coming out first on the Xbox One.
Oh wow. Really, dude? You want to sit here and measure like your power versus mine? This is where we're at.
Oh wow.
So they call the press the crows.
Measure like your power versus mine. This is where we're at.
I like the don't get distracted by the press. They're going to be in your way. Still do your job around them. Oh. The animation, even for this enemy, is kind of like changed up a little bit.
I like the don't get distracted by the press. They're gonna be in your way. Still do your job.
Ooh, what does she do? Hello. She gets a flash step and she gets a judgment cut. Hold up, guys. Let me try something real quick. Borrowing electrokinesis. So this is what it was like in the initial one, where I was playing through it, and you got like all these different types of abilities. Except it was fire, it was like earth, and then it was teleportation and something else. Clairvoyance was the other part of this that you got. Oh. Okay, that's cool. That's similar to the same animation that you got the initial playthrough. Okay, as the male character. That one's cool. So it's going to be kind of like a personal preference here. So far, it doesn't feel too different. Actually, this is something that I really enjoyed here. Was you got these kind of L2 versions of your attacks, where they hit harder, and you'd have like a mini quick time event to it. It doesn't break the combat too much for it. But it was just something real nice. Let's see what his attack is. Huh. That was cool and different. I'm not entirely sure what that was. What his attack was supposed to be. Hers definitely looked like a judgment cut. Oh, I can't go that way. That's a bummer. Okay, I got my double jump back. There's my healing items. You could definitely move around and find some really awesome items when you're playing this. There were some different upgrades that you could get, and by playing the game before. Hello, hold on. So like they definitely do a great job with that. It feels really really good when it comes to using your. Can I charge my power attacks? Nope. Okay. So like they definitely do a great job with that. It feels really. My goal is to not die this time around. I used a jelly that time. The pyrokinesis, you fought a lot of plant-based things in the side A playthrough. So doing this one, because that's what I was definitely like, oh, I'll play through it that way. I can not go into this completely blind. The fact that it's so different, I think is fantastic here. Let me do a riser on. Oh God, you teleport. Doing this one, because that's what I was definitely like, oh, I'll play through it that way. I can hyper velocity. That's cool. So that's what she has for her judgment cut. And he's got a helm splitter. Alright, so those animations have been different now. I'm playing through it the first time. You kind of do a... he like rips it up, like holds him up and then separates him, whereas hers seems to be acrobatic. She's dodging it a little bit here and there. So it's good that it's not gonna feel cookie cutter. When playing and watching Let's Plays and playing a little bit of Astral Chain, it was one of the few things I had for that. It was like, oh, it's the same per character. It's just you're a male version versus a female version of that character. Which there's nothing wrong with that. It was just like a notification or a notice that I had of the game itself. His claws look like he's wearing fishnets, and I'm like, what is what's going on there, buddy? Like, what are you up to? I was hoping for a little bit more on the dodge. Just a teeny bit more. What's out here? And of course, I'm gonna explore with it. Got to make sure I find this. You do have a pretty good upgrade tree here. So if I pause here, we go to here. I can go over to like items and then equipment. What do I have? Arrow leaf. Yeah, it's a really good design for them. I'm here for that. And then you have your brain map, which are your current abilities that you have here. So this is just power up, increased damage of. Okay, that's not too bad. This is giving me more power or more brain drive, which is going to be like the same as my DT. So that's kind of similar and nifty there. Use R2 on knockdown enemies to perform. Okay, that's cool. Can I get that? Yes, I can. So of course, like I'm going to get something, something where I can sit here and do a bit of a slam. Yeah. Why would I not get a helm splitter? I do love my aerial combat. I love aerial raid. I'm really hoping that we get some different combos that we're able to use. It's one of my favorite parts about playing Devil May Cry. It was just all the different like just going to the air and being like, okay, so I can do an aerial raid, I can do a helm splitter, I can do the one where he spins the sword. Like he almost does like a link thing with it. And he charges it up. It's how you get your max axe and your exceeds when you're going through it. That have been really, really good. Absolutely, absolutely here for that. So we're gonna take that. That's gonna give us some extra stuff. Gonna give us our light jelly here. Kind of sounds weird and dirty. Like when you go like, I'm gonna get me some light jelly. Let's do this. We're gonna take these guys out real quick. Let's see what we get. Oh. Oh, that one's different. We're gonna get that out of there. That was kind of moved a little bit on that one. Okay, that did some massive damage to him. Okay, let's see if we can't knock him out of the air before he starts. Before they start really. Boom, that's cool. I take. So for her, there's a lot of water stuff. So I'm wondering if it's going to be drastically different for each one of the characters. I'm gonna need that. That's gonna be really. So this is a very annoying character to fight. Like this is definitely something I'm just like, I wish it didn't move around as much as it did. I didn't get a chance to use her ability. Yeah, that judgment cut is gonna look really, really cool when I eventually figure out a way to pull it off. Okay, so that's gonna be a little annoying. Oh, hey, you're fuck me. And so this is our devil trigger mode that we're gonna get, where it's where we get like more powers based on what the based on our the people that we're with and what they're able to do. We get these fight these things with weak points, and it just gives us some like I said, it's devil trigger. There we go. So what happens is they hit these weak points, and you eventually break the weak points, and then it knocks him over. You're able to do this damage, and it hits like a goddamn truck. This was the one spot that gave me issues. These guys don't have much of like a hit stun on them compared to the other people. When you hit them, you get that definite confirm in there, and it's like, oh, okay, I hit him. You knock him in the air, and you have him in the air for a juggle. You watch their bodies literally flinch as you do damage to them. And when you fight the heavies there, it's non-existent. It's just like it's just like, nope, this is what we're doing. Oh, gotta lift it up. Yeah, takes him right out, and then I can move right onto this other one. It's just like, nope, this is what we're doing. So I can pull out someone who dual wields crossbows and shoots him into the air. That's nice. Definitely a lot of opportunity for this. I said it said like a side A and side B. It's like which version of the story. I didn't think it was gonna be this different. I do enjoy these. Just hey, this is a way for you to do a massive amount of damage to the enemy real quick, and that's kind of it. It's like, hey, get this jump on them. You get like a brief critical hit, and when it comes to fighting like the heavies there, anything really helps because as you're gonna watch, it takes a second to learn. Okay, this is where your weak point is. The other one is kind of like a narwhal. It's a narwhal horse is about the best way that I have to put it. It charges at you with its drill-like narwhal horn tusk thing appendage to the face, and you have to break that. And after that, the only hits that really do any damage are the body shots that you have there. And like, it works. Like the body damage works, but you lock on to center mass instead of, let's say, locking on, oh, hey, the face is right here. If I hit the face, I'm going to do critical attacks to it. And I'm going to get so much more out of this. And that's one of the few, like, I'm like, I wish I could have adjusted and been like, nope, let me focus more on its face. Oh, that was a weird, like, close-up. You're new. What are you? And that's one of the few, like, I'm like, I wish I could have adjusted and been like, nope, let me focus more on its face. Oh, that was weird. You're new. What are you? Almost as if it had like an armored form that I could eventually break all the armor on, as well as just its normal, hey, here's the soft, squishy, fleshy bits inside of it, in which I can do a massive amount of damage. Almost as if it had like an overall, really, really cool. Some really, really hype stuff there with that combo. I'm hoping they actually do a Jedi Fallen Order just did it. Trials, and then they also did it originally in Devil May Cry, where you just go through the floor trials and all you do is do combat. And it's just like, nope, survive this, beat this boss, do this. You've already done this once, now do it again over here. I really, really enjoy that. Can I get you? Yes, I can. Follow-up expand 1. Done this once, now do it again over here. I really, really enjoy that. Can I get you? Yes, I can. Follow-up expand 1. Oh, that's right. I can also get a perfect dodge in here. That'll also be fun. So hang on, let's take a look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I get that initial. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay, there it is. That's the rush attack that would want there, and then I can now whip things around while in the air. Okay, that's gonna be nice and handy. I also have significantly less health than I had as the male character. Okay, there it is. That's the rush attack that I. Oh. There, and then I can now whip things around. Oh, hello, and you do 7 more damage. We're gonna take the butterflies. That's really cool. Super here for it, Mrs. Plan. We wrapped up some Concrete Genie earlier, and that was a lot of fun. So. You literally have a chainsaw. You are like you're a bunny rabbit person, and you have a chainsaw. I'm kind of here for that. Okay. All right. You have your crossbows. Got it. And you are kind of edgelordy. All right. I'm not against all of it. The design's not bad. Here for it all. I like how they all like dress like consummate professionals, and then it's anime. It's anime coat. It's like, okay, when I go to work, I look normal, but the second I walk out the door and throw that coat on, nah, all normal's off. You get me at full anime. full weed comes out. Okay, what am I doing? We're gonna go over here real quick. Grab this. I'm gonna come over there and grab them in a second. Walk out the door and throw that coat on. Nah, all normal's off. You get me at full anime. Oh, that feels so good. That feels incredibly good. Let's jump up in the air, hit you. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, so you can start racking up some stuff on these guys, like almost right out the gate. You can just start wailing on them. What is this? Environment. Okay, so you can start racking up some stuff. Okay, I can get equipment. All right, let's do this. Let's go over here. And what can I get? Weapon attack. Yeah, we're gonna get some weapon attack. Like let's be honest, this is where I'm at. What are my visuals? Attire Shinobi. Okay, I don't have other stuff. What do I have for you? Do you have anything for you? No. Can I take it off you? Yeah, we're gonna get some weapon attack. Like let's be honest, this is where I'm at. What are my visuals? Okay, look, I love the overcoat thing, the whole Aron look from Final Fantasy X, where he's got like the one arm in the sleeve, and he like just shows up, and it's like, oh, I went to trance, now I have to use both arms. And other than that, he just uses the one. Totally here for it every time, 100%, complete sucker for it. Will never not be. He's got like the one arm in the sleeve, and he like just shows up, and it's like, oh, I went to trance, now I have to use both arms. And invisibility, let's do this. Every time, 100%. Oh, that's my bad. Let's just knock this guy down. Woo! I get to see the judgment cuts. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Didn't do a ton of damage, but it was pretty cool. Oh, what a dick! Not bad. Not bad. Didn't do a ton of damage, but it was pretty cool. I'm glad I can actually take those guys out pretty quickly without having to do so much like on like my side of it all. It does feel like, oh hey, I don't have to do this complete other bullshit of it. Oh, that did some damage. Oh, and I get to hit my trans mode, which does look really, really cool. I want to know what the light bulb is all about. I want to know why it comes up and it's like, no, we use your bioenergy and now we can power, you know, a light bulb. I guess it would take new meaning to like the brightest bulb in the box. When one of the guys on the team goes to the bad side and it's like he only has one light bulb. And it's like, oh, we always knew you weren't the brightest. I'm going to wait for that joke to be made. Like, it needs to be made. If you're going to do something here with light bulbs, that has to be 100% be made. When one of the guys on the team goes to the bad side, it's like he only has one light bulb. And it's like, oh, let's keep going. I'm going to wait for that joke to be made. Like, it needs to be. If you're going to do something here with light bulbs, that definitely feels much quicker this time. Her path is very straightforward. It might have, like I said, it might have been because I was missing it because I was just trying to make sure I could play it well when I was playing through as the male character. There were a couple points in it where there would just be this grate here, and you'd be like, okay, well, there's something on the other side of it. Maybe it's because it's the demo, and then you went a little bit, like just a section past where it blocks you off and says, hey, you're past where you can go back. And you're like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then it's like, hey, by the way, you have a teleportation that you can just teleport through those things. And I was just like, what is this? Oh wow. So this is almost exactly the same. Wow, this team got to the goal first. That one's a major other. Major Gamma. So from what it sounds like when I'm reading that, is if they kill one of you, they get more power. And I'm guessing it's like, no, they absorb you into them, which kind of makes me think of like demons from Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Okay, this is the exact same boss. Awesome. So this will actually be the first real like one-for-one, the first real one-for-one that we've had, because the other people have not been the same. The enemies are completely different. It didn't take me as long as I thought, so we might go through the other side as well, and we'll do a quick twofer. Okay, so that's a little bit different. So for the other character, I got a perfect dodge. Oh, there you go. Actually, right as you saw it there. And it was this. Let me hop back a little bit. And he does this like flailing, and then you get to drop some money. So bam, get to do some massive damage. Let's see if electrokinesis does a little bit more damage to him. Oh wow, I did like there's a point before in it as well where I got to do when I was doing the initial fight with him, with the male character, where I could actually like, it would be like, hey, intercept, and I would actually intercept his projectile with my electrokinesis, and it was like, bam, now I dodged, it gave me my perfect dodge in there, and then it was like, hey, you threw it at him, and then he instantly went down. Ooh, missed that. Oh, that's a bummer. Let's go ahead and get some health back in this. I wonder how much that splash damage does. I like how it's actually a water attack, so I'm like, oh, hey, it is splash damage. Let's pull that. I wonder how much that splash damage does. I like how it's actually a water attack, so I'm like, oh, hey, let's go hyperdrive. There we go. So hers not even having to touch somebody with that kinetic fight style, really, really awesome. Like, totally here for that. I do love how when we actually are watching the, and then you see the roses on it, like the scarlets. Oh hey. The roses on it, like the scarlets. Oh hey. I'm sure you can, Shiden. Like, yeah, push up the glasses as I sit here and wear glasses. Like, I can push mine up too, although I just wear them comfortably on my face. I'm sure you can, Shiden. Like, yeah, push up the glasses as I sit here. Hey, we get to see Shinobi version of me. How do you feel? I feel fine. I love the idea of I don't want to. That's actually totally me. Like recognition in that way when I'm at work. And I was like, you did a really great job. No, I was totally that person over there. Like, yeah, I did it, but go talk to them about it because I don't want to. I love the idea of I don't want to. That's actually totally me. Like recognition in that way when I'm at work. And I was like, you did a really great job. No, I was totally that person over there. Like, yeah, I did it, but go talk to them about it because I don't want to.
はい。
Oh, so she uses her flash step for good. I'm so glad to hear that.
みんな了解。
So the combat for the game, honestly, with some of the animation styles, when I was playing through it, and so here's this really cool thing. We now get to get a music video for the song of this. Not that it's monetized, but I also don't want the video necessarily suppressed. Thank you for playing. Game, honestly, with some of the animation styles, when I was playing through it, and so here's this really cool thing. We now get to
No
get a
joke, I
music
thought it was
video
gonna take
for
just a little bit
song of
longer.
this.
Congratulations, just blah blah, full game. No, I'll probably be pre-ordering this to give it a shot. I've been very much into my character action games as of late. So we did her. I'll go back through this, and we're gonna play as Yuto. Confirm. We're not gonna play the tutorial. The tutorial is the longest part there, and I'll show off his moveset. I don't know if any of this actually transfers over, because if it does, I might play through this a couple times. Like it won't be on stream. Maybe I'll do like a follow-up video of it. Maybe I'll get Mrs. Play's opinion later on, as I have her looking into a few things and doing some research of her own for different things here. So yeah, male character, as you can see, has a hoodie. Very good aesthetic choice there. Like a hoodie. Hoodie's always, you know, completely tactically sound. I'm here for that. So let's take a look at something real quick. So yeah, brain maps here. Okay. What do I have? Oh, I didn't get a chance to keep it. I don't know what I got here. Aerial dash. We'll do the follow-up. What's on here? That's fine. We're gonna increase weapon attack. Aerial dash. Follow-up. Melee equipment. So I start off with the Muramaza, which is just a nice basic katana. So here you go. Very simple here. So you get the first slash, and then he starts telekineticing it. Telekinesis. He starts moving it with his mind, and like the sword does that. He does the Jedi thing where it's like, I'm gonna throw the lightsaber, or he does what was it from KOTOR 2? The main villain, how she just has him spin around her, and she like kind of like just they orbit her almost like Rey when the rocks are in Avatar: The Last Airbender. When Aang just has like the rocks and all the elements going around him, like, nah, I can just do this, and this just happens around me. I'm here for it. Like I said, it's one of those really awesome to me powers. Kenshi did it. It looks very reminiscent of his style. If you played the Mortal Kombat 10, I think it was that he was in, because it was 9 he wasn't in, 10 he was in, and they brought him back, and he had that prominent. He would bring his sword out and he would slice, and then he would like flick his hand, and the sword would keep attacking you. But as you see here, like this is the exact same conversation so far, which I'm wondering if it's two separate teams going through here, and if they're like, hey, we're seeing duplicates of these others. God, I've talked so much about others when it comes to playing games, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, the xenophobia, the others, when it comes to fighting this, and now that they're actually called others, I'm like, oh, this is a odd one. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the mic. So here you are. Like I said, main male character. She is pyrokinetics, and then he is like terra firma. Except it's called something else, and I don't have the ability to use him yet. So for her, I can. And if you look at the kanji on the right, like it looks like the fire kanji from like if you ever played like Yu-Gi-Oh. Close the tutorial, and I just pull out this, and bam.
and like someone just comes in with that giant hammer. As you can see here, stabs and pulls. He just uses the sword instead of the already existing blades that hover around with him. And then his are very simple, where he just lifts him up, throws him down, and that's kind of game. That's fun. And then his are very simple, where he just lifts him up, throws him down. That's kind of game. That's also very fun. I'm here for this. Get that slash in there. And then if you do his triangle or special attack for him is very quickly the around the world that you get from Devil May Cry with like Dante. You can charge it up and he just spins it. Very simple, but very effective. So this is a spot that I'm talking about here. Ooh, maybe it wasn't. So it doesn't go through and really tell you when you get all of your powers here or when you can use them. Just like the last one, everyone was kind of water-based. Here, everyone is already fire-based or plant-based. So like you pretty much just go, oh, hey, fire is going to be my friend, as in most cases. So if we want to be the Flame Hashram, we could be, and it'd be okay. Oh, that's so good. Get to do that little teleport. So like Flame Hashram here, like just like in the Mugen Train, the exact same thing. We'll turn that off. And the female characters felt more like a brief power up. This one feels like, no, I'm equipping something for a short period of time. Whereas the other one was like, nope, use it real quick in this one instance and then go back to whatever else you were doing. So in this part is where they explain to you, hey, you can use this L2 ability, and then bam, it gives you like a nice critical strike very early on as far as dealing some damage to the enemy here. So like this one comes out and they all come around, and then it's like, oh, it swings one way, goes another way, and bam, you instantly do a serious amount of damage to them. Oh, that was it. Okay. Nothing else really special there. So, I'm going to see if we find a way to use this. Alright, we're going to go forward. Bam, does some serious damage to him. You do a fair amount. Like, the animation for it is pretty clean. Like I said, very reminiscent of Astral Chain here. As far as, like, the movement, a bit of I'm going to say a dinge to the city. I do love that that's like, hey, if you hit them with anything with your telekinesis, it's the next thing is, no, let me go up on him. Let me instantly do like a jumping slash, and it's kind of like a guaranteed hit confirm there. That's something that I do greatly enjoy about this. So, like, as I was saying, let me... So, like, this gate here, let me see this. Oh, no, okay. This teleport, there's a point where it goes like, hey, you can teleport through things, and you're like, what? And that's it. But you've already passed, like, 4 things that... It's like, oh, did you know that if you could have teleported, you could have gotten this? And you're like, no, it'd have been nice to know that I could teleport. That's it. But you've already passed, like, 4 things that... Can't get through here. Doesn't look to be anything major on that side. Let's go around. No, it'd have been nice to know that I could teleport. So now that I know that I can equip things, let's go over to... Do I have the other one? No. Okay. So, what's this do? So now that I know that I can equip things, let's go over to... Do I have the other one? No. Okay. So, what's this do? Okay. Oh no, I only have the one so far. No, that's a bummer. I was hoping that it was going to give me the, oh hey, you've played through this multiple times. Here you go. Maybe not necessarily. Maybe not necessarily something along the lines of, hey, you're overpowered, but it'd be cool if it was like, hey, if you want to continue just super buffing your character, go ahead and put this on hard mode and not play. So, if I do this and I get the hit, ooh. So his hoodie comes in. That's cool. That's cool. I love just comes with that giant hammer. That felt cool. He went into his cool kata stance. Felt pretty good. Let's do this real quick. Oh, no, 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 nope, 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 nope. There we go. Let's do this one. As I sit here and just start juggling like, oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Sounds like most of my days. That's not true. Actually, fair amount normally know what I'm doing. Except when I'm sitting here playing a game like, what were we doing again? Oh yeah, she pulls out and like pulls out the pistol, takes the marksmanship and starts plugging away at it. Let's see if I throw this over here at him, and then I should be able to teleport. Oh, but I beat him too quickly. Never mind. I was like, oh, I can do the coolness. I can be cool. I can do the cool thing. No, you can't. Anything back over there? Nope. A lot of just invisible walls here that I hit, where it's like, nope, there's nothing for you here. Wow, that terrified me for a second. She just hopped in. It's like, hey, I'm here. Okay, so this one is on the other side, and I think, yep, I can just teleport through that, which is something that you just wouldn't know unless you like teleported. Which could just say like, hey, play around with the powers more. Like, you know, if you were gonna look at this subjectively, like, did you try any of the other powers? And I'd have been like, no. Like, okay, so maybe this is kind of your fault. The city turned on its side, also really, really cool. They haven't really explained what it is or why it is. However, or they've said like it's kind of like this. This city turned on its side, also really, really cool. They haven't really explained what it is or why it is. I do have to admit, you look you look fairly generic. So the Kagero is the Shida of this one, where he goes like strong and everything else, but he's pretty cool. And they talk about priests and some cult-like things here, so there might be some different like religious undertones that they're trying to get off here. But I like how your character's pretty generic, and then it's like, well, how do you know he's the protagonist? And then it's like, oh, do you see those like 2 locks of red hair? Yeah, okay, that's his pro tag coming through. And as he becomes more protagonist, we're just gonna see his hair get more red. How do you know he's the protagonist? And it's like, oh, do you see those like 2 locks of red hair? Yeah, okay, that's his pro tag coming through. And as he becomes more protagonist, we're just gonna see his hair get more red. Bam. I am very glad this game did come out as Death. They like I said, they've done a great job at not really giving anything away as far as, hey, here's this game that's coming out, and you look at it for 30 seconds, you're like, oh, I know exactly what's going on here. Do I not have like the earlier hardcore hit? That's kind of a bummer. That did nothing. Let's see. Anything over here? I got 1. Anything? Ooh, okay. So, sword changes a little bit. Goes to a double-bladed weapon. Pretty strong there. So we're gonna go ahead and just instantly up to it, which is good. I'm glad that they give you something. And it's a little bit of a difference. They show you a lot of in the trailers as I was playing the game and as I was watching as I was watching, like, hey, play the demo or pre-order the game and you can get this exclusive. What was it? It was just cosmetics, I think. I don't know if there was actually any difference to be had there, but there we go. If you watch her pull out her pyrokinetic staff and she starts whipping around, she literally uses it like the power pole Goku used to use in the original DBZ. So this is where we first learn about like our next set of powers is fighting this guy. If you watch her pull out her pyrokinetic staff and she starts whipping around, she literally uses it like the power pole Goku used to use in the original DBZ. So this is where we first learn about like our next set of powers is, and we don't even know what he's really doing there. All I know is he does a crap ton of damage to me, and this is the first spot that I actually died when playing this. I think if I get him over here, I can actually break it. Let's see, and boom. So, bam, knocks him up in the air, and then it's down, 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 and that breaks the face. And then this is where you see that weak point there, but it locks me onto his butt. If I can hit him at all, it like locks you onto his body. But then it's like, oh, if you sit here and were to do aerials, it would be like, oh, this would be great. Oh god. Yeah, and that's the point where it's like, hey, it just does a crap ton of damage to you. And there we go. That was a pretty easy beat. Kikuchiba Environment A. Not sure what it gave me, but it gave me stuff. And there we go. That was a pretty easy beat. Kikuchiba Environment A. Nothing. Okay. Nothing. Okay. Let's turn that off. Don't necessarily need it to beat this guy. You know, it might help some pyrokinetics. Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm gonna start finding points where it's like, oh, hey, here's a you know a 2 light bulb thing, and this is what this is gonna give you. So yeah, this is where it tells you that, hey, you can teleport, which cool, fine and dandy. Like, don't like not complaining about it. It just felt like it told you a little bit later than it probably could have. So yeah, this is where at least the telekinesis like dash like works in the air almost immediately. But this is also how you know, hey, there's gonna be some good traversal here. Yeah, this is. Go ahead and take that out. Let's go ahead and use my light jelly real quick. Fly up on it, get some damage to it. Grab that out of it. Bam, here we go. All right. So, oh, jeez, come on. Smack. Okay, I think this should cancel it. And that should immediately crush it. And then I can have the... Oh god, now I have to get over the stuff. I can't get over the face. Yeah. And if you hit him back here, like you notice him doing like significantly less damage. And if you hit him in the face, it's almost instantly a crit each time. Huh. I didn't get that last time I fought when I was playing through this with the last set. Wonder. That felt very satisfying. That felt incredibly satisfying. Should have gave myself that aerial dash. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm still in my like super double trigger form. They haven't explained what that is, which is fine. But right now I'm just like, okay, I have a double trigger. Nope. You can get across there. It's a health item. I'm just going through the pickup. Like I said, I will be playing through this game probably on stream, and it will just be like no picking up health items. Just play better. Kind of take the best friends approach to it, where it's just like, nope, I'm only gonna play through this without the health items. Like I need to play the game very, very well, rather than let me rely on the crutch that is this golden orb, or buying this health potion that I really shouldn't need. Huh. For whatever reason, I cannot clear it this time. I'll give it one more college try, and after that, we'll call it a day, and I'll go on to the next thing. Let me rely on the crutch that is this golden orb, or buying this health potion that I really shouldn't. No idea. Okay, well, what we'll do here is we'll just go. Like I said, it's just a health item, so I'm not too worried about it. Whoop. Hey, look, health item. Yeah, we're gonna do some. We'll see if we can do some more damage. Equipment. Nothing. Okay. This should make this fight a lot easier. Anything over here? Some more environment stuff. So here's where I get to learn about, hey, clairvoyance, so that way when these guys go invisible, I can still see them and dish out mad damage. Oh, I thought I triggered that. And his eyes change for clairvoyance. So it looks like as you use some abilities here, it's not just a, oh, hey, here's this cool ability you're using. It also is, it's also immediately into, there's a physical change to you as well. Yep, this is like Kata Strike there. I got to level 5. It's pretty epic. So, character action game mixed with RPG, which is definitely really, really exciting. Like I said, I've really come to enjoy my character action games. I love when they can get some really awesome combos. I actually also really like, as you put away your weapon, the animation is just like, you start like adjusting your cuffs, because, why wouldn't you wear cuffs? You're cool. Cool people wear cuffs. And the sword just flies up around and, goes right into the sheath. See, I'm just running along, running along, running along, running along. Yeah, fix something, and the sword went back in the sheath. So I got some clairvoyance here, so I can see these guys. And I also love the fact that this could be used as a way to say, hey, you were knocked back. However, if you needed to hit somebody, or you were trying to hit somebody because the enemy was pushing you back constantly, or just you need to get away, you could instantly go back, heal up, smack them with your telekinesis, and then continue, not stopping going in. Never stop going in, winners. That is always the rule. Bam. And so the other thing is this this line work here.
with the particles just floating there. One, triangles, once again, very cool futuristic thing. Mrs. Play will constantly tell me that the hexagon is the strongest geometric shape. She is 100% correct. However, for future cyberpunk-ish things, triangle is the thing to do. Bam, here we go. Barely took 20 minutes this time. Okay. However, for future cyberpunk-ish things, triangle. Bam, here we go. I like how he sits there and goes, do you sense something? You have good instincts. And the guy who's clairvoyance is like, wait, how did you sense that before than me? Like, that's really weird. And it's like, oh, it's because it's literally a super strong one. Major others are others that have killed OSF members in the past. Okay, so they kill you. I'm guessing they consume you, and then they become a major. And if they kill multiples of you, I'm guessing they would become, you know, like Ultimate, like Ultraman this, or Fusion Hawing this, or just Fusion. Once again, it's the same one. I'm wondering if this was like a water version, like a character that we would have known of, or if they'd have been like, oh, we're pretty sure it was this person. This is the last person that died, and she's got her power pole extend. Yeah. I'm wondering if this was like a water version, like a character that we would have known of, or if they'd have been like, oh, we're pretty sure it was this person. Bam, and I can go right into it, which I gotta watch out for. It's the one part I need to focus on, because I'm used to kind of like the Bloodborne, or even the forgiveness that's allowed in something such along the lines as Jedi Fallen Order, where it's like, okay, did I dodge, or did I start dodging before that strike happened? Then I can immediately go into doing a little bit more damage here. Let's see. I haven't quite figured out the perfect dodge yet. And the swipe has a lot of range, so... I haven't quite figured out the perfect dodge yet. And I love that she gets that little bonus hit on him. Let's do a little bit of aerial up here, see if I can get some more damage, because it's a critical. Gotta get out of there. So I'm going to see if I can't get him to do his baby thing to me, because it's a little bit different. A little bit different. Like I said, it's pretty similar. It's the exact same boss fight. The animation's just slightly different with it. Get that hit, that shine spark in there that shows that, hey, yep, you did this. A little bit different. Let's go up there. They kind of has that little flail thing. It's not bad. I like how it looks like he connects to a bunch of different things. I don't know if they're supposed to be Tesla coils, but they're definitely something. Hey, buddy, you want to do the thing? The Gunkin Parry. That's just a weird thing, but Parry makes me think like it's like, you know, Parry is Dr. Cox from Scrubs. So I'm also like, oh, maybe it's supposed to be like that. Let me get some health. Let me go back to, you know what? We're just gonna go back to immortality mode, and we're just gonna go in. We're just gonna not stop going ham on him. Great if you could take the damage, and we're gonna try to go in on you. Well, here was something. I like how I could have had, if I would have had like that dodge closer, it would have been a much better. Like, hey, you could have actually done like a slash on it. There we go. Boss is down. Now I think this is actually where it varies a little bit. This is actually where it varies a little bit. See, I don't think that's you. Yeah, so this isn't you. This is the Thunder guy for this team who does it, and instead it looks like. And maybe that's where the difference is going to come in story playing, where it's like, hey, I defeated it and knocked it back, and this guy is going to be like, you should have killed it. The Thunder guy for this team who does it, and instead it looks like, because he's the calm, cool, collected one, whereas you play the calm, cool, collected one in the side story here. But that totally wasn't you. It was that guy. In the side story, but that totally and he has the cool Bushido mask that just comes out of nowhere, just like, ha! And now he leaves. So he does the cool exit thing here. And there you go. That's it. This is where we get to the other one over here, where we get to see the music video, which once again we are going to skip. But thank you so much for joining me, winners. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, about an hour, but that is the complete demo here for you. Oh shit, he's literally going to do like the palm strike where he throws his fist out, and he's giving it so much force he puts out the fire. I realize that that's probably a trick to that, but you know, it's always a cool thing to watch, and it's a fun motif and trope that's used in different martial arts movies and shows if you enjoy those types of things. But yeah, Scarlet Nexus, definitely something that we're going to keep an eye out over here. Definitely something that I'll play. Comes out June 28th for you guys here in the US. They said it's going to hit first, I believe, on the Xbox Series S and X or Xbox One, as well as then coming out on the PlayStation 5. So yeah, when this comes out June 28th, there is every possibility that we will be streaming that. And this will be one of the games that we're just kind of streaming for funsies on our own time. Yeah, but let me know what you guys think. If you guys like the demo, go ahead, pre-order it, support them. It is something really good there. I know some people are kind of against pre-orders, where it's like, hey, I just want the complete game. This one might be something that I'll throw the money down to get. Like I said, I really wanted to play the demo, and I'm super glad that it did come out. But yeah, thank you guys very much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and then you can also check out our podcast. We have a new one coming out on June 5th, where we'll be going to be talking about fighting games leading up to the new release of Guilty Gear Strive with Soulcrow. Thank you guys all so much for joining me. Remember, all winners out there, keep it weird, and have a fantastic rest of your day.